I wanted to start today by sharing how my foster journey began and ultimately how the foster care ministry here at ITOWN was birthed. Throughout the 21 days of prayer in January of 2019, I felt this strong urge to grow our family. And it was quite strange because Dave and I already had 5 kids and I could no longer have children. We thought our family was complete a long time ago. I talked to Dave about it and we continued to pray. As we did, I started to feel a strong pull to foster care. I started to weep over the children who needed homes right here in our own state. So I actually began to think that maybe God was leading us to foster and not even to adopt. So Dave and I began the process to get licensed with the agreement that we would foster children and only adopt if a child could not be reunified with their family. And so we started the process in June of 2019 and were licensed in August of 2019, just a few days before we opened our Olson Farms building. And as you can imagine, it was a busy time for our family. We started getting calls the moment we were licensed, but we decided to wait to accept a placement until the building was open. So we had our first service in our new Olson Farms building on a Sunday, and we sent our last child off to kindergarten on Monday, and we picked up a baby from the hospital on Tuesday. Our first little foster baby, who we will call Red for his red hair, instantly stole our hearts. He was only in our home for about a month while his mom secured housing, but there was a lot that I learned. After little Red went back to his mom, we took a short break, and then we welcomed Thunder into our home. He was dropped off around midnight one night. This is why we now have the foster care closet. When Thunder showed up, he didn't have bottles, formula, or clothes with him, so Dave had to run out and grab them in the middle of the night. And just a few months later, COVID happened. I'm sure you remember how everything shut down. And when businesses reopened, their hours were way shorter than they used to be. And that got me thinking, if Thunder had come during COVID, we would have not had anything for him that night. Now we have an entire section of a warehouse that is stocked with all the supplies a family might need to care for a child of almost any age. We call it the foster care closet. Now when a child is placed, DCS tells the foster family about this ministry. The family can fill out a simple form with all their needs, and a team member from ITOWN will go to the foster care closet, put together a care package with everything they requested, along with a frozen meal and a message of God's love, and this is available literally any time of the day or night. Thunder was about 7 months when he came to our home, and we ended up adopting him right before his 3rd birthday. During that time of fostering, I saw how hard my FCM worked. I would put together little gifts for her and other caseworkers who would stop by my house. Now we have an entire Go team that writes cards and drops gifts off to our FCMs across the state every single month. We even give every new licensed family a gift to their FCM as well. Showing a little love to these workers is so important. Their jobs are very difficult. After we adopted Thunder, our family fostered a little girl and helped with respite a few times. It's amazing how each child's case is so different. However you choose to get involved, I do know you will make a huge difference in the lives of others. The Bible tells us in Deuteronomy 10:18, the Lord defends the cause of the fatherless, giving them food and clothing. I strongly believe this is a part of our responsibility as Christians and the body of Christ, and I am so thankful that you are willing to look beyond yourself to impact the children in need. Come with me to the foster care closet to fill a request. When a foster parent fills out a request, our team gets notified and heads to the closet. Each request will have everything that a child will need, and this request is for a 2-year-old little girl with textured hair. This is what we'll be packing today: diapers, wipes, a car seat, a blanket, 2 outfits, 2 PJs, potty chair, a textured hair kit, coat, teddy bear, Bible, and a meal for the family. Now that we're all packed, we will deliver this straight to the foster family. We'll make sure to pray over them and tell them everything else that ITOWN has to offer foster families. Because of you, since 2020, ITOWN has delivered to 1,922 foster children. Because of you, we will deliver to countless more.
I met my husband 9 years ago, and he grew up in the foster care system. And when we met, he basically told me, if we're going to be together, you will have to agree to be a foster parent with me. As we got through college and were kind of aligning with our spiritual beliefs, we found ITOWN. And it was just so amazing that ITOWN had such a robust foster care community and foster care ministry that we knew this was the place for us.
In foster care, they tell you a lot of no's during the classes. Don't do this, don't do that, but you don't know what to do. You're like, how do I get clothes? How do I get this? And ITOWN has been such a tremendous help, just finding out all of the resources and even using them as a resource.
We brought the boys home that day, and within a matter of what seemed like minutes, there were bags of stuff waiting for us from the foster care closet. But not only did they meet their physical need, it met their spiritual need. It showed them that people cared about them, that people loved them, and ultimately that Jesus loved them. Things that these boys have not felt in probably months, if not years.
Jesus works through it in our family. I've seen it in our own kids, and every time we have a placement go home, they're asking when we get to help them and bring them to church again, or when we can tell more people about Jesus through bringing more kids in our home.
My faith has played a huge role in this fostering experience. Just through my husband and through my kids, it's just been so fun to just watch them just lean into Jesus, and we really just come together as a family.
We may never see the fruits of what we sow, but we know that we can constantly say yes because of God's promises.
We knew it was God that we were supposed to be foster parents, and we still know it today.
Through the generosity of the church, there were things dropped off at our house that night. There was a meal, there was a prayer, there was a note, and we had just put all under five to bed that night, and we looked at each other and we just started crying because of the generosity of our church, and we would not be there without them.
Because of you, we can continue to say yes, and because of you, we've never felt alone in our foster care journey.
Because of you, we truly would not be able to do what we do, and just it sustains us, and so we are just so grateful.
Because of you, we can keep saying yes to having kids come into our home.
Because of you, the foster kids in our home have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ.
Because of you, foster children can be seen and heard and know they are loved.